Hey, what's up? What's up? It's me again. Sadness from inside out. I'm just playing. Today's topic is gonna be my advice to my fellow Filipinos thinking of moving. Sorry, thinking of moving abroad, and it's gonna be light as a lighthearted topic. I won't make it too heavy. Won't make it too philosophical like I always do. But this time, I'm just gonna just go with the flow, give like some advice. Because a lot of Filipinos actually they will love talking about how they're going to go abroad someday, go to some developed country. I don't like using the term first world, third world country, none of that stuff. It's inappropriate for me, since I've known these things, that in the states they usually don't use those terms. So I kind of adapted those that kind of practice when I came back here to the Philippines. So first advice, know that even though you work hard for for years, getting experience, getting a degree, and then finally you're going to move to another country like, I don't know, U.S., Canada, that's whatever. Okay, know that it's going to be difficult, super tough. It's gonna suck. Like, man, it's you're gonna start from scratch. Like, remember that time where your first day in a college campus? That's what it's gonna feel like. But at the same time, it's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be really challenging, and if you're up to the challenge, then I say go for it. Also, that first work, that first job you had, you felt really nervous. It's gonna feel like that. If you lived in the Philippines for a long time, got your first job in the Philippines, got some experience, things are probably going to go wrong. Don't let it hinder you. All right. So yeah, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough battle. That goes for everyone, unless you're like super rich and you're a nepo baby and something, and then you eventually you landed with like a big pile of money, like 1,000,000 pesos, as equivalent for $20,000. You could like do a lot of that, do a lot of stuff with that. So you don't even have to like listen to my advice. Get on my video. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can sit around and listen to my advice. I'm just gonna ramble over and over. Um, but yeah, so that's what happens. Okay. My second advice is, I'm just going off the top. Like, excuse me. Like, I'm just going off the top of my head here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, and then. My second advice to people, or to my fellow Filipinos, my kababayans who want to move abroad, know that there's going to be an unfair advantage. You're always going to have an unfair advantage because Filipinos are everywhere. I think, like, I've heard somewhere, I've talked about this with my friend, like, our people is like our best product. That's, that sounds so exploitative, but it's true. I mean, our country, I don't know how to differentiate it. Import, export. We we produce people from our country, and then we take them to like other countries as like our export. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, truth be told, yeah, that's we are, our people are our most valuable asset in the whole thing, the whole economy, or our whole economy. I don't know how that happened, but it started first with like the nurses from like the world wars. So, but yeah, you can. I could say like Filipinos. You already know. I love the Philippines a lot. So I'm not. I'm just not gonna like ramble on and on about how like hardworking and industrious and like very persist. What do you call this? Creative when it comes to problem solving. The Filipinos are, naturally, like on average, right? Not everyone. Some of us, we just like to chill. We just like to do nothing. So yeah, that's it. Final advice, my third advice for you, Filipinos who want to go abroad. Um, just I'm just this advice is like it's very controversial. Um, it's very I don't know what you call it, but I don't know. Some of you might agree with me, some of you won't, but you just really, really, really have to make sure that you want it and not someone else wants it for you. Okay, that's like the biggest thing. Like if your reason you're going to the states, you want to see Disneyland. Well, you're not going to stay in Disneyland forever unless you work there, right? So if you want to go abroad, just make sure you flat out like straight like you really want it. You've done your paperwork, you've done your due diligence, you've done your research on everything. It's not easy. It's not an easy task. I completely understand. You know, I'm probably gonna like make a vlog on how I got started over there and how I ended up there in the first place, but that's for another video. But for now, all I'm saying is my advice to you all Filipinos who wants to live abroad, if you really want it, go do it. Time.